Hello everyone, welcome to PRP Coding YouTube channel. I am Praveen Raveendran Pillai. This is part 2 of key dependency injection in .NET 8. In this session, I shall explain how to fetch a service from the services collection by using the new GetRequiredKeyedService method in .NET 8. So let's start. In part 1, we learned how to fetch a service from the services collection based on a key by using the FromKeyedServices attribute. If you want to know how this project is configured and how dependency injection works with keyed services, I highly recommend you to watch Part 1 Key Dependency Injection in .NET 8. The link is shared in the description below. So let me open the program.cs file here. So in Part 1, we created two minimal API endpoints to sign the message by passing a key in the FromKeyedServices attribute. In the first endpoint, I have passed the signature type.digitalenum as key in the FromKeyedServices attribute so that it will go and fetch the digital signature service from the services collection for signing the message. Similarly, I have passed the signature type.manualenum as key in the second API endpoint, and it will go and fetch the manual signature service from the services collection for signing the message. Okay, so now let's see how this can be achieved by using a single minimal API endpoint by passing the signature type as a parameter in the request URL. And based on the signature type, we need to go and fetch the required signature service from the services collection. First, I shall demonstrate how this can be done prior to .NET 8. This can be achieved in many ways. Here I am going to use the delegate approach. So let me create an API endpoint for that. Okay, so here I have created an API endpoint. It's a map get, and it is having a route URL API/sign/type. So this type is coming from the request URL. And in this, I have passed a func delegate, which is taking a signature type as input, and the output is an iSignature service. Then it accepts a string type. This will be mapped to this type, which is coming from the request URL. The next step is to configure the func delegate in the services collection. Okay, so let me minimize this endpoint and add the code in the services collection here. And here you can see that I have added the code builder.services.add singleton, and here I have used the func delegate, which is taking the signature type as input and iSignature service as output, which is exactly the same as the parameter that I have passed in the minimal API endpoint. And here I have written the logic for the func delegate based on the type. So if the type is digital, go and return an object of digital signature service. If it is manual, return an object of manual signature service. If there is no match, then go and throw an exception, invalid signature service. Okay, so now let's focus on the minimal API endpoint logic here. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to go and pass the string type to a signature type enum. Okay, for that, let me add the code here. So here I have used enum.tryPass type. So if the trypass is successful, I will assign it to the signature type. If it is not successful, I am returning results.batRequest. The type is an invalid signature. If the enum.trypass is successful, we can go and invoke the func delegate by passing the signature type. Okay. So based on the signature type, we will get either digital signature service or the manual signature service from here, and it is assigned to the signature service. And finally, I am returning results.ok signature service.sign PRP training. Now let me run this application and test this endpoint via Postman. Okay, so the application is running and it is listening in port number 5000. Okay, now let me open the Postman. And here you can see that I have created a request named sign. So let me click on that. It is loading. And this is a get method. And the request URL is http localhost 5000/API/sign. And here we need to pass the type. So let me pass it as digital. And let me click on the send button. Here you can see that the response is digitally signed PRP training. So similarly, let me modify it as manual and click send. So it is manually signed PRP training as the output. And let me give an invalid signature here. Let me give it as test and let me click send. So test is an invalid signature. So everything is working as expected. Okay, so let me switch back to program.cs. So prior to .NET 8, we need to write some custom logic in order to fetch the required service from the services collection based on the signature type which is passed as a parameter in the request URL. But in .NET 8, this can be easily achieved by using the GetRequiredKeyedService method. Okay, so let me copy this API endpoint and paste it here and rename this route URL as API/v2/sign. And instead of using this func delegate, I'm going to use the iService provider. Let me name it as service provider. And let me remove this piece of code and say service provider dot get required keyed service. So here I will say I signature service, and here I can pass the signature type. Okay, that's it. So this code will go and fetch the service, the get required service from the services collection based on the key. So from here we will get the key. So based on the key, it will go and fetch the key from this builder.services. So here we have registered both the services with the key digital and manual. Okay. And finally, I'm returning results.OK, signature services.sign PRP training. Now, let me test this endpoint via Postman. So let me restart this. Okay, the server has restarted, and let me switch back to the Postman. And here, let me go and change the API endpoint as API/v2/sign. And let me clear this response first. And let me click on send. So this is test. So test is an invalid signature. So let me make it as manual. Okay, this time it is manually signed PRP training, and let's see, digital. Okay, so it is digitally signed PRP training. So we learned how to fetch a service from the services collection based on a key by using the new GetRequiredKeyedService method in .NET 8. If you find this video helpful, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for the next updates. Thank you.